I'm recording now.
Very good. Thank you, Justin. Good afternoon, board members. We are here to convene the December 16th meeting of the State Bar's Finance Committee meeting. I think we'll be starting in open session. I think, but the first thing we need to do is establish a quorum. And Justin, if you wouldn't mind taking roll call.
Sure. Broughton?
Here.
Dellen?
Here.
Saleg? I saw
Here.
Sean.
I'm
Okay.
here, sorry.
Sol
Present.
and Tony.
Present.
We have a quorum.
Very good. I think the first agenda item on today's Finance Committee agenda is an opportunity for public comment. And if there is a member of the public that would like to speak on items before the agenda, I would welcome that now. Justin, do we have anyone that would like to identify themselves and would be available for public comment?
If you'd like to speak, please raise your hand in Zoom using the raise hand feature. I see a member of the public, and I'll give them a moment to raise their hand if they'd like to. And it does not appear that they have raised their hand, so I don't see anyone in the public with a raised hand.
Very good. Then we'll proceed with the agenda. I think the next item on the agenda is the chair's report. And this afternoon, I do not have a chair's report for you. So I believe that we might be able to then proceed to the item that is before us today. And members, I expect this to be a relatively brief and short sort of pro forma item. I believe that Araceli, our CFO, has joined us. And so, Araceli, if you would like to proceed.
Sure, Annie.
We're ready for you.
Sure. I was able to get in. Apologies. I had a little bit of struggles joining, but here I am. So yes, we are calling this meeting to request for 2022 spending approval pending formal adoption of the budget. The Finance Committee Charter does delegate authority to the Finance Committee to approve for the State Bar to spend during the interim period up to the point where the Board of Trustees approves their budget. So typically in the January Board of Trustees meeting, we will present the budget and the board will approve our budget. However, this year it's a little bit different, where the January board meeting, the board will actually be focusing on the strategic planning priorities. And we want to wait till after that to present our final budget to the Finance Committee and the board so that we can incorporate any priorities that come out of that session into our budget. So we will plan to have another meeting in February specifically to cover the budget, first with the Finance Committee and then followed by the Board of Trustees for the final approval of our budget. So that is the plan for this year. And this meeting is just to allow us to start spending come January 1st up until we get approval of the board in February 2022. So I wanted to present a couple of our budget priorities that we are focusing on this year. So if you give me a couple minutes, I'm going to have a really quick high-level presentation of what our 2022 budget priorities are. Can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Good. Okay, great. So we have a few priorities that we are focusing on right now in our 2022 budget, which I'm going to go over really quick. The very first one that we are focusing on is investment in OCTC, our Office of Chief Trial Counsel. We will reallocate general fund dollars to support that investment, and that will be to fund new positions in order to allow for more timely case processing that, as you all might be aware, we have struggled in the past year or so. Another priority that we are also focusing is on our information technology, our IT. We definitely want to invest in that and be able to automate more manual processes throughout the organization. We do have a lot of manual processes that we want to try to change into a more automated and future-looking organization. We have cybersecurity needs that need to be addressed. So that's part of where our investment is also going to focus on. Additionally, we will minimize the use of the general fund reserves. We want to reflect in the 2022 budget less reliance on the general fund reserves. Right now, as of the end of 2021, we are projecting a reserve fund balance of about 27%. So that's almost right at the high end of the policy, which is 30% maximum reserve in funds. A couple more budget priorities that we are focusing is another one is the loan funded projects. As you guys might be aware, in August, we took out a loan that was to fund several projects in our general services office and our IT. These projects are not going to be included in the budget. Instead, the expenditures for those expenditures will be captured through our debt service line item. So this is a change in the budget from prior years that you will see that was not there before. So instead of showing the capital project expenditures, the payment of the debt service is what we will be reflected in there instead. And finally, something that we will also do is realign our accounting bases with our budget bases. And this will be really to avoid the discrepancies that we sometimes have seen in the budget versus actual reporting that we do in our quarterly report. This will basically show a clearer picture of where we are with all our funds, what the reserve fund balances are. And again, it would just, our accounting for our day-to-day accounting will align closer to how we budgeted the amounts, and the actual results will be true results versus accounting / budget different spaces. And those are our 5 budget priorities that we are focusing on this year. Does anybody?
Well, just to reiterate, those are the priorities that we're working with to develop the draft budget prior to the strategic planning session. And then, you know, if the board makes decisions at that strategic planning session that we cannot fund with the way the budget is currently structured, the draft budget, then we'll have to make adjustments. And as Araceli said, that final budget would be presented to you in February.
Correct. Any
Very
questions?
Yeah, that's all I was going to ask Araceli. Any members of the board have questions on either the board member Tony?
Yes, thank you. It's great to see you again, Araceli. This is my first opportunity to welcome and congratulate you as the new CFO for the State Bar. So it's great to see you in this role. I appreciated the presentation you made, and if there's time after this vote, Mr. Chair, I'd appreciate just a brief introduction from Araceli in terms of her background and just a little of that. But I have one comment I would like to make on the resolution, if that's appropriate. So you let me know when that is appropriate.
Justin, could you put the resolution up?
Let me just ask before we get to the resolution, any other board members or comments or questions? Seeing none, is it appropriate for us to read the resolution and ask for a motion?
Sure. Would you like staff to read it out loud, or we could entertain? But okay.
I just want to, if folks, I think Mr. Tony did say he had a question about the resolution. I just wanted, so we wouldn't mind just reading it out loud, please.
Sure. Resolved that the Finance Committee provides spending authority to State Bar staff for the period January 1st, 2022 to the date of the Board of Trustees adoption of the 2022 budget at an expenditure level not to exceed $35 million.
Very good. Would entertain a motion.
I would like to.
Could I make a suggested change before them, or do you want the motion and then amend it?
I'm not exactly sure what the pro forma procedure is on this, but I think what I'd like to do, Mr. Tony, if it's okay with you, is have Board Member Dellin make the motion, and then we'll amend it if that's okay.
Sure, thank you.
So moved. Do we have a second then?
I guess I'll second. All right, Mr. Tony?
I support this motion. I think it would be a good thing to put a no later than date in it. I'd like to see something that says no later than February 28th, 2022, just because we don't have a February board meeting, as far as I'm aware, already scheduled. And I think, yes, we need to do it in February. The way it's written right now, it's open-ended. It's good that there's an expenditure level cap. That's a positive thing. I also think it could be improved by having an outside time limit.
Any further discussion on that? I'm totally fine with that suggestion, Mr. Tony.
Makes sense.
And
So just add it at the end.
I think to the date of the board, no later adoption no later than.
For the adoption of the 2022 budget, which shall occur no later than February 28th. Is that
Yeah, that's fine.
okay?
Mhm.
I have a question then.
Please.
So for the period January 1 to February 28th. So in January, we're hoping there will be a strategic plan, and then there will be the review of the budget as we have right now. And then is there going to be a special board meeting?
We're gonna have to call a special board meeting.
Okay,
I think, I'm not sure why Louisa hasn't pulled for it yet, but she will soon.
okay. No, I just want to find out if it's not the finance committee, there has to be a full board approval.
Yeah.
We have to also have a finance committee meeting first and then a board meeting?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And we'll try to do them 1 week or so apart so that if you have changes, or more than that, so that if you have changes that you want to see before it goes to the board, there's time to make those. And then all of this has to happen by February 28th.
All right then. Mhm.
Yeah.
I am fine with the resolution as it is written.
I think with that, if there's no further discussion, I think, Justin, if I could get you to call for the vote.
Sure. Broughton,
Yes.
Dellin,
Yes.
Selig,
Yes.
Tony.
Aye.
It passes.
Very good. That actually concludes the business that we have before us today. Mr. Tony, I know you asked Araceli if she wouldn't mind giving us a couple paragraphs just to introduce herself to us if she's so willing.
Of course, of course. So hello, everyone. Nice to virtually meet you. I know I've met Mark and of course Arnie. The rest of you, I don't think we had met virtually at least. But yeah, my name is Araceli, and I've been with the State Bar now for, oh my gosh, 9 months now, I believe. So my
timer.
yes. So my background, I started my career in public accounting. Actually, I spent about 10 years at KPMG, focusing in the external audit practice. Most of those years I spent doing some, auditing some government entities, primarily the airport audit. And after that, I moved into doing some consulting accounting for some time before Wallace kind of brought me over to the state bar. So I came in initially as the controller. I was the controller for the state bar, as some of you know, and up until most recently, I became, I had the opportunity to take the position of CFO that Leah was kind enough to give me that opportunity to see if I wanted to take it. So here I am. Yeah.
Very good, Araceli, and welcome.
And
Thank
Ursula,
you.
do you want to introduce Coco? I see she's here. I don't know if she intended to not be
Oh,
introduced.
I'm not sure she
Coco.
intended to join, but so Coco Zhang, who you do see on here, she's the new controller that I brought in, and she just started with us on Monday, actually. Yeah, on Monday. Coco comes, she has, gosh, how long, Coco? Like 15 plus years in government. You're muted, by the way.
Hi, 50 years with City and County of San Francisco. Mhm.
Yeah. So I met her during one of my one of my audits
Audits at the
also.
airport.
Right. So we brought her on, and she's the new controller as of Monday.
Welcome.
Hi, nice to see everyone.
Sure thing. Welcome to the both of you. Looking forward
Thank you.
to
Thank you.
working with you and partnering with you as we sort of move forward with the budget planning process and other things that are before you in terms of your operations.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Anything else before we adjourn?
Thank you
With
all.
that, members, I just say thanks for this. As we heard, we're going to have to try to deal with after the strategic planning process, deal with the actual adoption of the formal budget in February, both at the Finance Committee and then at the full board. And so with that, I'd just like to wish you all a happy holidays, and we'll see you next year.
Wonderful.
Yes. Happy
Thank
holidays.
you.
Happy holidays,
Bye.
everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.